In this section, we're going to explore the use of widgets a bit further by creating 2 more pages. One I'm going to create to feature videos derived from YouTube, and then the second page will be for contact, and we'll use 2 other widgets, one which will feature a form that they can fill out and send to us and we'll receive in our email, and the other feature I'd like to put in there is a Google map showing our location. So I'll start by adding 2 pages. I'm already open inside of my website plan view, and I'll just add them at the end here after before. So click the plus sign, and we'll start with the video page, and I'll just call it video, and I'll double click to launch that page. And as I said, I'm going to use a widget for this, and if we look down inside of the widget library under social, you'll notice that we have a lot of social media applications that we can put in here. And here's YouTube right at the bottom. You just simply drag that in to your page, and I'll collapse this. And I'll position that, I don't know, for now I'll position it just in the middle, roughly. And I'll likely resize this, but I'd like to designate an actual video to it. Right now it's basically a holder, a player for YouTube video. And the way we do that is we need to go to YouTube and get the special basically code for that particular video. So I've already got a video open over here in Firefox on YouTube. And you get the video that you find, you get it on YouTube, and then you just go down a bit to the share button. And you're given a code here. And it's this last section after the slash that you want. You can also get it out of the URL window, but it's everything that comes after the equal sign. If you look up here, in the address it says watch equals. All of these characters is the special code for that video, so copy that. And then I'll go back to my Muse, open up the properties, and under video ID, I'll just replace this code with the one from my video, and I'll hit my tab key to make sure that that's entered. While we have this open, there are some other properties that you can apply. I do want my controls on. I think I'm going to leave everything as is, but you can see that you can create autoplay, etc., etc. So let's just close this up here. And I'm going to save. Save site. And just for the sake of decoration, I guess, I'm going to put an image in the background again. So I'm going to click on the background here. Go up to browser fill, add image. I'll use that same background image I used on the home page, which was Waldo Lake. Open that, and the fitting will be set scale to fill. And there we go. And while I'm in here, I do want to increase the size of the video. Let me just undo that one step here. With respect to this video component, it seems like I have to hold my shift key down to constrain. And I definitely want to constrain my video. Okay, I'm going to drop that there. Now I want this to stay even with this distance from the right side, so I'm going to pin it over to the right side here. By default it's pinned to the left, but as my browser window expands, I like it to stay pinned, relatively speaking, to the right side. So this is our pinning section right up here. So again, I will save. And let's give this a try in preview. And there's my video, and it's launched, and there's the poster frame. Click play, of course. It plays out.
My fellow Americans.
Hey guys, can you be quiet? Seth and Amy are talking about our country.
They say we're a nation divided.
Anyhow, that's how easy it is to drop video, or rather embed video, into your Muse pages when creating your website. It's basically one of the widgets, and it's under the social media section. So now the next step is I'll create that other page for contact. So I'll just close the preview here, and I'll just create a new page in plan view, and I'll name it contact. my tab key to enter that and double click it to launch that page. And again, in my widget library, I'll start with the forums. Let me close this up here. And I have simple contact, detailed contact. For now, I'll just choose simple contact and drag that out. Close my widget. And again, I'll line that up and I'll pin it to the right. And except for resizing this, it's all done. I could conceivably come in and reformat it, however, if I wanted to. I can change fonts and colors and background colors and so on, as you can see here. So I'm just going to leave that at the default size. That's pretty good, I think. And I'll go back into my widget library. Oh, actually, there's one extremely important thing with this. Let me go back in here and just highlight the whole form. Obviously, we need to establish where this form will get sent. So let me just close this a sec so I can bring the whole thing on the page, because of my screen capture here, it's getting cut off. There we go. And you can have a name for it. So I can say contact form from site. Email to. It has my email account login here. But wherever you want to send it to, that's where you put the email address. And then what to do after sending. Stay on current page, or go back to the home page, or anywhere you want to send them to. Stay on current page is standard. And then you can pick and choose which fields will appear. So there's a lot of stuff you can do, and it's quite easy to do. You just need to go in here and decide what you want to apply. But again, let me just go back to the email to. This is critical. Without this, obviously, the thing's not going to send it anywhere. And again, that is the email form. So I was about to add another widget. So let's go to the widget library. And the one I want to add now is a little Google map. And it works similarly to this as far as application goes. So let's just go in here and we have Google Maps. I'll drag that over to the left side here. And my smart guides allow me to line that up here. And basically in here, you just put a street address and that's what it will default to. Right now it's defaulting to Adobe. But if I wanted to put in Loyalist College, I go into the address window, I'll just highlight all of that and delete it. And I can actually type in, just as I would on Google Maps, Loyalist College, comma, Belleville, comma, Ontario. And I'll just hit my tab key to enter that. And that's more than enough for Google Maps to find the location. And there we have it. So we have a Google map, and it will be a live map. I'll demonstrate that very shortly. And we also have an entry form. Let me just save this. And I'll go out and I'll test it in the preview. There's my preview. And there's my live map. And as you can see here, it is live. And I could zoom in if I liked. And there we have the map feature. And enter name, I'll just say DJO Lessons. My address, I'll say contact@djolessons.com. Message, hello, test 1, 2, 3. Click submit. And it's just telling me here that this actually won't work in the preview test mode, that I actually would have to upload the site for this to work. So otherwise, it's all working well. So there's only certain features you can do in preview. If you want to try this out, you could actually test this in a browser. So let me try that over here. Preview page in browser. Now again, I might get the same error here. I'm not sure if I genuinely need to upload this or not. So let's just quickly try this. DJO, contact, and test. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, same idea here. You actually do need to upload the files to the web server. So there you go. Let me just go back to Muse then. And we'll just go back to design view. And just a reminder, the widget library is where I got all of these elements. I got the simple contact out of forums, and I got the Google map out of social, and previous to that I got the YouTube player out of the social section. So the power of the widget library is actually quite impressive here, and you do have a lot of things that you can manipulate within each widget. So I'd like you to try to create these two pages. Let me go back to my site plan here. The contact page with a contact form and a Google map, and the video page with an embedded video from YouTube, and you will have to get the code from the YouTube page. And that's your assignment.